we give people numerous opportunities to get beyond their past, present reality and their personality that's connected to the past. And we work with having them find the sweet spot of that present moment. Now, once they hit that sweet spot of the present moment, Toby, that's, according to the quantum model, where all possibilities exist. So when you're not your body, you're not the people in your life, the things you own, the place you live, the place you work, or time itself, you take away all those things. The only thing you're left with is consciousness. You're an awareness. So you reached an elegant moment where you dissociated from your identity. And in 1 second, you were in a field of possibilities, and your brain downloaded a probable future, and the vision was so real, and it had a strong electrical signal that went along with it, and you could not pay attention to it. So the stronger you felt that signal, the more you were seeing that future, and all of a sudden your brain and body move out of your past present reality, and in that moment you're living in the future in the present moment, and you're rewiring your brain, and you're sending a new electrochemical signature to your body, and your body is believing it's living in that future. You're changing your gene expression, you're changing your protein expression, you're changing the way your brain thinks, the way it feels, and all of a sudden, you know what your future looks like. Now, we want everybody to have that experience, because you could be sick, you could be overweight, you could be vegetarian, you could be white, you could be black, you could be Asian, you could be rich, you could be poor, you could never have meditated before. In fact, our research shows people like you that never meditated before you're not trying to make anything happen. You're just curious to see what's going to happen, and that's the beauty behind that. So you had a moment where you downloaded information from the field and you saw future, and you now know that that's your future. This is relatively new technology. What we're doing is we're piercing a veneer. It's like the 4-minute mile. Once the 4-minute mile was broken by one person, then all of a sudden everybody started doing it. So we're breaking this consciousness, this level of consciousness, that we need something outside of us to change how we feel inside of us. And we're teaching people how to self-regulate without anything outside of them. So we are working, we do seminars for children. We do seminars for companies and organizations. We do seminars for athletes, and all of it is the same, but we're just teaching it with a little different slant to fit into child's development, to fit in with a sports athlete. But we're at a point now where the technology is reproducible, and that's what I care about the most, because anything that's reproducible, if you follow that formula, is science, and we now know that it's working. So now we got a lot of momentum, and people are breaking through. And I want to say something about certain people that didn't have the experience. They probably had it the next day, or the next day, or when they got home and they fell asleep on the couch. It always comes because we're always creating reality. There is a researcher named Rene Piaget, and Piaget was interested in seeing if the power of thoughts and feelings, or intentions and emotions, could have an effect on reality. So he took some baby chicks, and when baby chicks hatch, their first few days, they imprint to their mother. So he took a robot that was a random event generator, which means that the robot would turn 50% of the time to the left and 50% of the time to the right. But the order in which it does that is random. But it's like a coin toss. The majority of the time, it works out to be 50-50. So he dressed this random event generator up like a hen. And when the baby chicks were born, they began to imprint or bond with the random event generator. So then he took the robot and he put it in an arena, an open arena, and he just let the robot go. And as you would expect, the robot covered the entire area of the arena equally, on the left side and the right side. In the second experiment, he took the baby chicks and he put them in a cage on one side of the arena. and then he released the random event generator again, and 100% of the time, the random event generator moved in the direction of the baby chicks, and it's an official record. So the question is,
how?
If 3-day-old baby chicks can influence a random event generator to move towards the side that they're on, that their thoughts and intentions had that kind of effect with their tiny little brains, what could you and I do? So Einstein talked a lot about everything in reality being frequency, that you and I are constantly emitting vibration, frequency, and information, because all frequency carries information. So the baby chicks had a single-minded focus. They weren't thinking about their bladders, they weren't thinking about food, they weren't thinking about time, they weren't thinking about their bank account. They had one thing on their mind, and that was mommy. They had a very clear intention. By the same means, their feeling is love, because that's how they bond with, and there's an energy of love. So when you combine a thought and a feeling, you produce an electromagnetic field. So I always say thought is the electrical charge and feelings are the magnetic charge, and how we think and feel broadcasts an electromagnetic signature. So is it possible then that when they do that, they're able to influence three-dimensional reality? Now, why is that significant for you and I? Because if you apply that to a future that you're creating, then if you're creating from the field, and not from matter, not as your body, not as your personality, not as things, but as an awareness in the field, then it's entirely possible then that you don't have to go anywhere to get what you need. Like go get your money, go get your new job, go get your new relationship, or go get your health. That's matter to matter, and it takes time to do that. But when we can create a coherent brain, and our research shows that our students can, and a coherent heart, and our students are very good at that, then you're emitting a very organized, coherent field. And if you're creating from the field, and the field creates matter, then you will draw your reality to you. You don't have to go anywhere. You start having synchronicities, opportunities, synchronicities. And the moment you start seeing your reality unfolding equal to your energy, you're going to believe you're more of the creator of your reality and less of a victim of your reality, and you're going to do it again. Most people, look, in this three-dimensional reality that's made of matter, the world of materialism that we define with our senses, we experience separation. There's you there and there's me here. And there's space between us. And there's space between us, there's time between us. And so then that people have their sense of self, and then they have a sense of their vision, their dream. And where do we create our dream? Way out there. Right. So then we're separate from our dream. Our brain automatically creates a future. So we have to go get that future, right? So then people spend the majority of their lives living in lack, waiting for the event to happen to take away their emptiness or their lack. That's Newtonian physics. That's cause and effect. Waiting for something out there to make this feeling go away. And if you're living by the feeling of lack, you're creating more lack because that feeling's driving certain thoughts. So what we teach people to do is how to open this beautiful center called your heart. Because when you start elevating your emotional state, and you can really make this a practice, your body begins to emit a very coherent magnetic field that's up to 3 meters wide. And now that's an energy, and that energy is a frequency, and that frequency can carry information. It can carry the thought of your health. It can carry the thought of your wealth. Suffering can't carry the thought of your wealth. It just doesn't align with the frequency. Right. So then teaching people how to make that a habit and broadcast that signature while their eyes are open, while they're in a business meeting, while they're in traffic, while they're waiting at the bank, while they're brushing their teeth. It's just a natural energy that they wear. Then it starts becoming very common. Yeah. So that if you're feeling the emotion of gratitude that's connected to your future before it's happened, then you're not looking for it any longer because you feel like it's already happened. So now that then begins to create the magic. And I want people to be able to stay in that state.
I really hope you loved this video and it was helpful. So please help me make it more popular by giving your thumbs up, commenting it and sharing on the social networks with your friends. And now it's time for our daily Complete the Quote challenge. If you are new to this, your job is to complete the inspiring quote we choose for you and write the correct answer in comments below the video. If you can give us the right answer first, you're the winner of this daily challenge. In the previous video we had a quote that belongs to Joe Dispenza. We were looking for 2 words. The quote goes like this: "The process of change requires unlearning. It requires breaking the habit of the old self and reinventing a..." And the correct answer was new self. So the process of change requires unlearning. It requires breaking the habit of the old self and reinventing a new self. Congratulations to everyone with the correct answer. And to everyone who tried but didn't guess the answer. Today we also have the quote from Joe Dispenza. The quote goes like this: "The hormones of stress cause us to believe that the outer world is more real than the..." So we are missing for 2 words. If you know the correct answer, write it down in the comment section. Even if you are not sure what the correct answer is, try and guess. And find out the right answer in the next video. If you like this video and our challenge, give your thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Spread the word. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. By doing that, you will get notification when my new video and new challenge is out. If you really like what we do here and want to support us, you can join our channel and our community for a symbolic fee and gain many other additional features. You can do that by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button, or you can click on the link in the description of this video. Stay good and have a great day!
I walk around the streets, everybody smiling. So shining bright, so better to be hiding. But you surrounded, don't forget about it. Long days, loud nights, it's summer. I walk around the streets, everybody smiling. So shining bright, so better to be hiding. But you surrounded, don't forget about it. Long days, loud nights, it's summer.
Quên đi bao câu hứa mình còn cho nhau, quên đi bao nỗi đau mình dành. Ngày xưa em đã vội quên đi những lời hứa ngày nào, vì dòng nước mắt em đã vội rơi, anh không thể mãi anh như đến vào điên rồi, anh như say đôi mắt môi, anh như chỉ còn muốn em bên cạnh như gần phố xa rồi, anh chỉ muốn em cạnh đấy thôi, không muốn em ở bên đời, chỉ muốn em anh bên người. Người đã cất bước đi xa trong cơn mưa chiều vội vã, người đã bước quên anh khi cơn mưa qua gần đôi và em đã quên rồi mà anh sống tay yêu má bé, chẳng còn lại gì những người em bao nước mắt rơi, em khiến con tim như trôi vai trong chiều thu đầy nắng, em khiến con tim như tan mưa trong chiều thu mát màng, vì còn nhiều lắm những người vàng, nhiều lắm những nỗi vội vàng, nhiều lắm những cơn mưa em mưa ta bây giờ vẫn vang không mẹ không bay đứng sang nhờ bay em còn thơ đôi hồng bay anh còn người ta xưa ta chúng còn giữ nhau chẳng đêm.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So
you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe, I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet
Cause I
next
don't
to
give
me.
a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Think about the music.
you.